I'm Currey Hitchens, and I just graduated in May 2009. I'm from North Georgia, and I graduated undergraduate from Agnes Scott College. Throughout law school, I did several things that I really enjoyed, but probably, and I was in several organizations, but probably my favorite was EPIC, which is Emory's Public Interest Committee. And I did a lot with EPIC. Starting in my first year, I just went to meetings and things like that. And then the first spring break of my first year, the only spring break of my first year, sorry, I went to New Orleans with EPIC, and we did volunteer work there with people who were living in the FEMA trailers in New Orleans. And it was just a great experience, and honestly, some of my best relationships and my best friends I made on that trip. Because I really felt close to those people. You live with them, you interview people with them. I mean, you just really know those people really well. And so I got involved in EPIC, and then got more involved because that first year I got an EPIC grant to work for the Georgia Resource Center, which does death penalty habeas work in Atlanta. EPIC grant is money that is raised by the Emory Public Interest Committee to give to students who are going to do work in the public interest, and sometimes also to students who maybe have a judicial clerkship. Sometimes they get grants too, but mostly it goes to students who do work in the public interest. For example, my work that I did one summer I did work with death penalty work in Atlanta, and another summer I did human rights work in New Delhi, India. But there are a range of people. People do lots of different kinds of things with different nonprofit organizations. Basically, if it's a nonprofit organization and they have a lawyer that can supervise you, you can get an EPIC grant, which is $5,000 to go and work for that organization for the summer. But I applied for another grant the next summer from EPIC after being on its board all that year to go to India, which was kind of a crazy decision because a lot of people wanted to, in their second summer, do some kind of job that pays you so you can maybe get a job offer. But I decided that I would rather spend a summer in India and do human rights work because it might be my last chance to do something like that. Like, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm not going to have summers off anymore. So I decided just to not worry about the whole making sure I get a job offer thing, because I'm going to do public interest law anyway. So it's not really the way it works for most public interest lawyers. And I decided to just go to India. So I did an internship, a legal internship in New Delhi, India, with human rights work, and I mostly did prisoners' rights work, and had an EPIC grant to go. I did get the EPIC grant, thank goodness, and not a whole lot of people get a second one, so I was very lucky and very grateful to EPIC, and probably always will be. Like, I definitely think, I mean, I didn't come here for EPIC. I came here because I'm from Atlanta and I knew Emory was a good school, and I met people who came here for EPIC, and I was like, wow, now I kind of wish I could say that, but I can't. But probably the main reason that I'm glad I did come to Emory is that EPIC was here. So.